I'm the Programs Associate here at the Cape Cod Maritime Museum, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. We are very happy to have you all here, and we're very proud to introduce Mark and Molly. And they're going to take it away from you.
I got to ask a question. Raise your hand if you ever heard us before. Raise your hand if you've ever heard us before. Oh boy!
The fan club in the back.
You're gonna walk out of here with an opinion. Anyhow, so I talk a lot, but let's do some music. Farewell and adieu to your bright Spanish maids. Farewell and adieu to your ladies of Spain. Our captains commanded we sail for New England, straight up the channel to Bedford. We'll rant and we'll roll like a New Bedford whaleman. We'll rant and we'll roll on deck all along until we decide that old gay headlight. It's straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. The reason why you may be thinking, I've heard that song before, but I don't know where. There was a tiny little piece in the movie Jaws. Remember the movie Jaws? Down below, Quentin started singing this song, or a version of it.
Different version, but still same.
Our ship too, with the wind from the southwest. Give our ship too, with the lead sounding clear. We'll fill our main topsails and sail straight away, boys. Straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. We'll rant and we'll roll like a New Bedford whaleman. We'll rant and we'll roll.
You can roar too, it's really okay.
Until we decide that old gay headlight. It's straight up the channel to the Bedford we'll go. So you've noticed that we've been doing a chorus and it keeps repeating itself. You're welcome to join in us. We got just one more verse to do.
I bet you know the words to it.
So let every man toss off a full bumper. Let every man toss off a full glass.
Yeah.
And we'll drink and be jolly and drown melancholy. Here's to the health of each true-hearted lass. Here's your part. We'll rant and we'll roll on a New Bedford. We'll rant and we'll roll until we decide that old gay headlight. It's straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. You are my best friends. You came out of the cold to come in here to hear some live music. That makes you extremely special.
Yes. Yes.
And I want you, if there's anything you remember about me, just know that you're appreciated from the get-go. No kidding, right?
That's
We're
right. Yeah, do something.
in the middle of the winter. We're in February. It's cold out there. Anyway, so what do we do next? I think.
That's right. I don't know. We should do something else fun.
Well, let's do Cape Cod Girls because I think.
Oh, that's such a fun one. And we're on Cape Cod. Why not?
So,
That's kind of
so let
appropriate.
me start with this sea shanties. The word is shanties, S-H-A-N-T. You saw that in the promotional thing, okay? What is a sea shanty? Sea shanties, in the United States, we spell it C-H-A-N-T-E-Y. You may have noticed that somewhere. But in England, they spell it S-H. In America, with a C-H, comes from the French word shanty, which is singing. The
Like
British...
Think of a chanteuse, you know, a singer. That's where it comes from.
In England, they're named after a dock, a fishing shack. Shanty.
Shanty.
Go down to the shanty. So, anyhow, but we're doing C-H-A-N. sea shanties were songs sung by sailors in the days before diesel and gasoline, when ships were powered by the might of men raising and lowering sails.
That was hard work.
And you know, in your own home, when you have to move that couch in the living room, you get a group of people around you, and you say, 1, 2, 3,
Right.
lift,
Or
right?
no, or something.
It's so much easier coordinating your effort together to do heavy things than for people randomly to try and lift that couch. You know that, right? Say yes.
Yes.
So you
They're
know
good,
that.
they're good.
So all a sea shanty is, in the technical sense, is a sea shanty is a work song. It's a way, it has a rhythm that continues and repeats, and people follow that rhythm, and that's how you can lift all kinds of things. Raise sail, bring the anchor aboard. That's what a sea shanty is. Now, I have to qualify this. Sea shanties is very specific, work songs. What we're going to do for you tonight is sea songs. Many of the songs that we sing for you are sea shanties. Sailors, when they are at sea, when they're on ship, music was a part of their life, not only in terms of creating rhythm to get things done, but it was part of their nature, their storytelling nature. When you're out at sea, going out, collecting stories, hearing people tell stories and share stories. And many of them were made into song. And that's a beautiful, beautiful piece of our American history. Or if you're from England or anywhere else in the world, it's part of our culture. It's part of our story. Stories put to music. So that's so cool, because what you start noticing if you start listening to these songs is you learn something more than just about wooden boats and canvas sail. And you're learning the story of people who work so hard together. Is anybody in the audience a sailor by chance? Anybody out in the audience who goes out in a boat? Now I'm going to ask you, how many of you, please raise your hand, love the idea of going out in a boat, but you just don't have one right now? Please raise your hand. It is my expectation that I would see every one of you raise your hand proudly, because the beauty of this is we collectively share a love for the sea. How many of you live on Cape Cod? Raise your hand proudly.
Hey.
Right? Am I speaking the same language as you folks? Please say yes. Say it with enthusiasm.
Yes.
There we go. I mean, it's no coincidence that this museum has the name that it has.
That's
And
right.
why you're here, right? Say yes.
Yes.
When I was a little boy, my mama often told me, the chorus is, way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Try it. You don't even have to sing it. Just speak it. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Do it again. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Isn't that fun? You're all together already, and you're buddies. You're all buddies. When I was a little boy, my mama often told me, way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. That if I didn't kiss the girls, my lips, they'd all grow moldy. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away, we'll haul for better weather.
Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
Oh, King Louis was the king of France before the Revolution.
Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
But Louis got his head cut off and spoiled his constitution. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away, we'll haul for better weather. We haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are good.
And you also notice that that song has a sense of humor. This is going to be a shock for you, but there was humor in America previous to Jackie Gleason. There was humor in America previous to television. There was humor in America before radio. Mark Twain got a taste and flavor of it. But the only reason why you don't know that is because your history teacher never told you that. That there is a lot of humor in America that goes back before the recorded. So a song like I just did for you, we working on a ship, you have to have a sense of humor.
Oh boy, yeah.
Right? Say yes.
Yes.
Humor is an essential ingredient, and the songs that we sing are humorous. Now imagine, for instance, if you happen to live on Cape Cod. I know that's hard to imagine. In the days of the 1800s and the 1700s and whatever, Elizabeth York over here could tell you a whole story about that.
I was there. Yeah.
She was there.
You have to know this lovely lady. She runs this place. And
With a
she's
wonderful
very
team.
friendly. Yay! Bartholomew Gosnold was sailing around the waters around here in 1602, 18 years before the Pilgrims came here. You know this story?
You're not going to speak against the Pilgrims, are you?
They were just late to the party. That's all. It's okay. You know, timely.
He was
entrance.
looking for places to name. He named Martha's Vineyard, and we're still scratching our heads why he went to the trouble to name Martha's Vineyard, because we were not sure which Martha he was referring to. And today it's really hard to find a vineyard on Martha's Vineyard. But there was no confusion in understanding why he named Cape Cod Cape Cod. You knew that, right? You knew that he named it, right? Bartholomew Gosnold named Cape Cod Cape Cod. Why do you think he would name it at Cape Cod?
Wait, it's coming.
Because there were fish in the ocean. It's hard to imagine today.
What kind of fish?
Codfish.
Oh!
Plentiful. Plentiful. In fact, thanks to his naming Cape Cod, I don't know if there's a historian who could prove me wrong, but I'd welcome the invitation for a historian to prove me wrong. Thanks to Bartholomew calling this place Cape Cod, the Pilgrims were looking for a place to park their ship.
Maybe someplace with food.
The Pilgrims didn't come here because they were looking for summer tourist season here. You know that, right? They came here because they knew that there was food here. People love cod in Europe. In fact, before Bartholomew got here, there were European fishermen swimming and dropping their nets and doing all their this and that just east of Cape Cod and George's Bank and Grand Banks. You know that already, right? Say yes.
Yes.
So the idea is Cape Cod got its name because of... Now today, if you had to rename it, oh my God, what would you call it? You
Cape
wouldn't call it.
traffic?
Cod. Cape traffic.
Cape
Cape-
construction.
Cape construction. Oh,
Cape
that's
road
good.
closures. Cape potholes.
So we get back to the theme of humor.
What?
You're living on Cape
This
Cod.
is serious.
There is no shopping malls around here.
Not then.
No,
Not then.
they're none. Zero. You're living on a little house you built yourself or somebody built it for you. There were no grocery stores to speak of. There were no trucks driving back and forth delivering produce from all over America to Cape Cod. So what do you think you ate? Was that the radiator singing?
Ooh, that was a nice little tune there.
No, it's not. So anyhow, here's the good news. The good news is that you ate local. You ate what the fishermen brought home. Well, you ate what the shellfish. You know this. Say yes.
Yes.
You ate what the farmers grew in the backyard, in their front yard, and in their fields, right? Say yes. You know that. So if you're imagining yourself living in the 1700s and 1800s, what do you think you had for breakfast?
God.
What do you think you had for lunch? And it's very likely. I mean, you have creative people in the family. They cook up codfish cakes occasionally just for diversion. But it was very, very likely that you had
cod for dinner.
So you had to have a sense of humor about it. And that's where this song comes from. And it's an indigenous song. It's an indigenous folk song tied to this community. But you don't hear people sing it anymore. Except here tonight. Hey, God, girls, they don't use no combs. They comb their hair with codfish bones. Found a way for Australia. So it's heave it up, my bully, bully boys. It up and don't you make a noise. Found a way for Australia. So you've heard the chorus and you can join in, right? Well, now Cape Cod boys, they don't use no sleds. All the way home. They slide down the dunes on codfish heads. Found a way for Australia. So it's heave it up, my bully, bully boys. Up and don't you make a noise. Found a way for Australia. You like the rhythm, you know? Feel like you're on a ship, right? Oh my god, this is so good, we got somebody here. It's cute. Well now, Cape Cod doctors, they don't use no pills. They feed their patients on codfish gills. So it's heave it up, my bully, bully boys. Heave it up and don't you make a noise. Okay, the last verse to this song, you know it. First verse. Please sing with me because I want you to carry the song, okay? Cape Cod girls, they don't use no combs. They comb their hair with
codfish bones.
And we're bound. So let's heave it up, my bully, bully boys. Heave it up and don't you make a noise. There's something on the concertina.
Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to have you here. Oh, you know, we're all important, but you're really important.
That's right. We got to train
Yeah,
the
no
next
kidding.
generation of shanty lovers. Yeah. So, what do you see? You see a lot of shiny objects. Oh, wait, we forgot to ring this one.
So,
Time to start the show.
so anyhow, just introduce who we are. We've already been introduced. I'm Mark, and this is Molly, and we came over here just a little while ago from Martha's Vineyard. We live on Martha's Vineyard year round. And we have family, we have history in Martha's Vineyard, and we met a few years ago, and we've been singing together. I've been singing sea shanties for a really, really long time. I'm one of those kids that grew up in the region, and you may very well have experienced it. Know somebody is the same way. I got really sucked into the idea of hanging out on the waterfront as a kid. Anybody like that? And so I couldn't get enough of the ocean. And I read Herman Melville before I was supposed to. And I read Jack London, and I read, you know who I'm talking about, right? These people, there's wonderful maritime literature around, and Elizabeth's got a few of them around here.
Just a few.
Just a
One or
few.
two.
And, I got sucked into it. And I love music. I couldn't get enough. I sailed, I did this, and through my years, I worked on a ship in Europe, but I decided I wanted to be a writer, like Herman. And working on a ship, there were no harpoons on ships at my age, and there was not. So anyway, to keep the story short, I love the ocean. And there's so many ways you can celebrate the ocean. Celebrate it artistically. You go to a gallery, you go walk through a museum, you can see everything is made by people who have a love for the sea. That's the beauty of it all. It's a community that we all share a love for, whether you're knitting, and that's what I grew up in. So sea shanties, singing songs like that, was easy for me. And what was so unique and unusual that I found a lady who liked that too, which is more rare than anything. And on top of that, we play together. And a week from tonight, we're going to be in Oregon.
Yeah, that's right.
We're performing for the third time, but it's the second year together. We're actually performing live. At the Fisher Poets Gathering in Astoria, Oregon.
Right on the Columbia.
And
Yeah.
that organ, I'm going to talk a lot. Elizabeth, you just say, Mark, just play. But we're going out there because they're having a weekend gathering of commercial fishermen from around the country who write poetry about their experience. And I invite you to Google Fisher Poets. Take the word Fisher and Poets and put it together. Because there's a huge, great, lovable group of people who
Poets and
gather.
songwriters and just a wonderful combination of storytellers. It's fantastic.
We're flying out there for the full weekend. And they're wonderful people, more talented than we are. But we're the only ones coming from New England. We're it! And I love sharing that with you because when you go home tonight, I want you to recognize that if the only thing you heard from me tonight was that we are rich in maritime lore and stories, overflowing, filling books, filling movies, and know that on the folks on the West Coast, they love us. Their history is not as old. But among the Native Americans it sure is. But the thing is so remarkable is that we have a treasure in this museum right here. We have a treasure looking at our waterfront where the fishing boats come and go. And you're already here. You don't even have to get in a plane anyway.
Are you going to sing a song now?
Wouldn't it be about time?
You want to tell them about this instrument?
Well, I'll do a second.
After.
Come on, young sailorman, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow, you winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes. Now up comes the whale, the biggest of all. He went up aloft and let all the sails fall. Blow, you winds westerly, westerly blow. We should get them to sing
I
it.
know, that's what I'm thinking.
So over here you say, blow your winds westerly, westerly blow. This over here, you just wait a minute. Blow your winds westerly, westerly blow. Let's do it again.
Blow your winds westerly, westerly blow.
And now it's your turn. You be quiet.
We're
Bound to the southard, so steady she goes. Try it.
We're bound to the southard, so steady she goes. You in
Again.
the middle, pick your favorite. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes.
The good news,
Got
you
it.
only have to remember that part.
Half of it. There you go. That's good.
Up comes the bluefish with his... He flips and he flops and says, time to make sail. Blow, you winds, westerly, westerly, blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes. Now up comes the flatfish and we call him Skate. If you'll be the captain, I'll be the mate. Blow, you winds, westerly, westerly, blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes. Now up comes the codfish with his chuckle head. He's out on the chains, heaving the lead. Blow, you winds, westerly, westerly, blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes. Now you're all very smart people, so I bet you all can do the chorus together. How about that? Say yes. Now up comes the flatfish. He's fresh from the ground. It's time to go on, boys, so let's move on. Blow, you winds, westerly, westerly, blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes. Now I know you love swordfish. Up comes the swordfish. He's the king of the sea. We're coming about, boys, so heartily. Blow, you winds, westerly, westerly, blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes. How about one more verse?
Sure.
Up comes the fisherman. He's stalwart and grim. He dips his big net in and scoops them all in. Blow, you winds, westerly, westerly, blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes. Blow, you winds, westerly, westerly, blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes. Isn't that cool? You did it yourself.
That's so fun.
Please tell people what you just did here tonight. Because you can't find anywhere else to do this.
That's all right.
Elizabeth knows.
Yeah, sure.
They're onto it. They're onto it.
All right.
You know?
That's right.
Anyway, so, all right, so Molly, we'll talk about this thing. Does anybody know what this is?
Yeah, right. Both. Concertina and squeeze box. Yep.
It's
There you go.
it's a 19th century cell phone. Look at all the buttons. And no batteries are required. No limit. It's unlimited use. And yes, it's a concertina. And this concertina is celebrating a birthday next month.
Wait till
in
you
March.
hear this one. We're going to need a lot of candles.
This instrument that I hold in my hands is 170 years old. I brought it here, Elizabeth. I didn't bring the other one. I figured I'd bring this one. It's too close to its birthday. This is a concertina, and it was made in England. And it's. Do you mind if I talk about it? You all right? So visualize this. This instrument was invented in the 1830s, 70 years before the typewriter was invented. Concertinas and musical instruments. How many of you love classical music? And fiddle music and all that stuff. These instruments were the Microsoft. They were the Apple of the 1700s. They were the most important ingredient in culture. among us humans. The reason why you love classical music today was because it was important back then. And the only music you ever heard, if you were living in the 1800s, was live music. Live music. This concertina, visualize in your mind, this instrument was made in 1854. That's right, 18. I know it's 170 years old because my brothers just turned 70 and they were born in 1954. This is 18.
Where was it made?
England. It was made by a company called Wheatstone in London, England. And they made thousands of them. And you go on the internet, you'll find people who are they're passionate about this amazing instrument. And there's great love for this instrument. And just imagine that I had it restored twice. And the man who worked on it told me that it's original. It's not a remake. This is it. Every bit of this instrument is original. Except maybe there might be a little bit here and there inside of her to take care of her. But this wood here, rosewood, 1800s, where do you get rosewood from in the 1800s? Somebody out there who does wood knows? India. That's what I was told, India. This wood came from India. And so what they did is they didn't go and just put it on an airplane and fly the wood over to... The wood came by ship from India all the way, Cape Horn, all the way up to England where it was assembled. These leather bellows are original. How many of you have a pair of shoes that last more than a year? This is leather. And the guy who restored this instrument said to me, they knew more about tanning leather back then than they do today. Isn't that amazing? And
I love when you open it because it's got beautiful design in the
these little
inside
paper
too.
things in there. So you can see that all?
Like gold leaf on it. It's really amazing.
No, there's some conjecture about, how many instruments like this went to sea? Well, not many because they were expensive back then, but her instrument spent more time at sea than this instrument. But anyway. So anyway, do you want to do an instrumental? What instrument?
Sure, we
would
can do it.
Yeah,
Instrumental.
so maybe
That'd be good.
Fiddle and I. You and I
Alright,
can
we'll
fiddle around together.
Let's get something. Let's get something. How about one from Ireland? How about that one? Yeah, that'd be fun. Here's another island. There you go. Yeah, we love this one.
Here we go.
All right. Here we go. Great name for a town if I ever heard one.
and you somebody went there. You had a friend
A
who went
friend
there.
of mine went there, took a picture of the sign. Let's do Varna this way. That was fun. It's in County Clare. If any of you have ever traveled to Ireland before, it's a nice spot.
Do you want to do anyone that's a farewell to you, my old friend?
Yeah. Is that
Or
Liverpool, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Yep. Here it is. Leaving to Liverpool. I love this one. Oh, I love
Do
this
that
one.
now.
Yeah.
So are you all having a good time? Is this all right? Is this about what you expected when you were going to come here?
Good. Oh, good.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That's terrific. That's terrific. And you're feeling salty now, right? You're feeling
Leaving to Liverpool now. While we're in
Yeah,
that
wanna
part
tell-
of the sea,
So
we
this
got a
is-
song about that. What about that?
So, this time of day, if you live near the harbor, if you walk the harbor, it's magical. The only other way you can do it is you have to get up early in the morning to see sunrise. But this time of day, the closing of the day, when the sun sets,
So pretty.
wherever you are near a harbor, it's beautiful. I mean, am I right? Does that make sense? And in this song, the last verse of it refers to a sun setting in the harbor. And I just visualize in your own mind. We just got past Valentine's Day. We're all nice to everybody, right? Everybody say yes, yes. Everybody's okay. Nobody's mad at anybody. Everybody got the chocolates and the flowers they were supposed to get. Please say yes.
I did.
What a cute little fellow. So anyhow, we're thinking of Valentine's. So many sailors left their loved ones to go to sea. So many of their stories that they shared, the poetry that they shared. We all grew up with rock and roll. We all know the pop songs and stuff like that. It's about love. It's about carrying on. Well, go back to the 1800s, 1700s. There's
They
love
were doing
songs
the
too.
thing That's right. I love this one. So pretty.
Farewell to you, my own true love. I'm going far away. I'm bound for California. I know that I'll return someday. So farewell to you, my own true love. When I return united we'll be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that frees my mind from my darling when I think of you. Well, I'm shipping out on a Yankee whaling ship, and Davy Crockett is her name, and Burgess is thy captain of her, and I've heard that she's a close. So farewell to you, my own true love. When I in the harbor, my love, and I wish I could remain. For I know it will be a long, long time before I see you again. So farewell to you, my own true love, and I return united will be. Not believing a Liverpool that grieves my heart, oh my God, when I think of you.
Or I was thinking we might need to do this one now.
Yes!
Yes! But wait, first of all, I have to make a shout out to this lovely gentleman who knew all the words to that song. You gotta tell us how you know the song. It was so cool. He was singing all the words. Where do you know the song from?
We're from Boston.
Oh, cool. Awesome. There you go. You come via Liverpool then? There you go. Awesome. I think that's great. Is it the same version or is it a little different what you've heard
No, you
before?
got it.
All right. Hey. Awesome. So this next song puts a little bit of a 180 twist on it because this song is
Sailors.
yeah.
We sang a song about a guy leaving his gal.
This one is from the woman's perspective. You know, don't we like that? And if you don't like that, you better go see that exhibit upstairs. Fabulous exhibit, right? It's fabulous from the woman's perspective. So this is all, and they
Tell
weren't
them how
called-
we got it, though. I mean, it's
Oh,
so
I will,
exciting.
I will.
This is exciting.
I will. And the cool thing is that this isn't a sea shanty because those were sung on board the ships, right? But it's of the same era, and they call the songs that the women sang parlor songs. Because where were they? They were in the parlor waiting for their guys to come home, right? And worrying about them and thinking about them and just having them in their hearts. And this song was one, that was a kind of a thing. I was like, you can sing all these fabulous, fabulous sea shanties, and I feel like, okay, it's not an experience that a woman would have had in the time. So it's something. Oh, I wanted to look for some women's songs, so we looked.
And this song hasn't been sung in decades.
We looked for
Generation.
some books. He's got
This-
books.
we found
He's got
it in a
books like
book.
this. Yeah.
On a cold winter day like today,
Mm-hmm.
we were peeling through books that had been written by Gail Huntington and others. They collected sea songs and stuff. And we found this, and we knew no one who else had done it, and it came with a melody.
That was the nice thing Gail Huntington did. He wrote down the melodies.
And a
of
man I
things.
knew, but listen to the words that she sings. It's just such a love. There's going to be a tear come to your eye. And if it doesn't come to your eye now, you're going to get it later tonight when you're going to bed and you're thinking about some of the songs that she sings.
Here we go. My Willie's on the dark blue sea. He's gone far o'er the main, and many a dreary day will pray till he comes back again. Then blow the gentle wind o'er the dark blue sea, bid the storm king stay his hand, and bring my Willie back home to me from the sea back to the land. I love my Willie best of all, he was ever true to me, and lonesome weary are the hours since first he went to sea.
something?
So sweet. Love it.
Should show contest and do the one once more, the sea once more? Do
See
that
what's
one.
what? Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
let's do that one.
Yeah.
This one is a funny song.
Okay.
This
Yes.
one, and this is about a sailor gets himself in trouble with a woman.
Uh-oh.
Anybody from San Francisco?
We used to live there.
Oh. This could be your life story.
All right, so here's the scoop. I'm a descendant of an old Vineyard whaling family, and so whaling is a big deal for me. The whole story of whaling, and I'll just be clear. I'm against the killing of whales. I think we're on a tough journey right now to try to protect the right whales, and it's a very important thing. You all agree with me on that? Right?
Yeah.
We really do, and I realize it's hurting a lot of people in the lobster fishery and whatever, because of that seems to be one of the really major reasons why there are problems. But whaling is a part of our story. It's this community story. And it's the best story you can tell if you're trying to teach children about environmental things. We have the capacity, we have the capability, and we have demonstrated through the generations, we can take whales down. And just about any creature we decide to. And we have learned that we're not going to do that anymore. We have other ways of finding oil. We have other things. So the story of whaling is an important one, and whales are coming back to our waters. You're hearing stories about it. You're hearing people are actually going whale watching from Hyannis Harbor. Am I right? This is huge. This is such a big deal. And it's a big part of why I love to sing these whaling songs. Only reason I sing whaling songs. Because we need to share that story in our community. It's a vivid story. But whaling, as I told you earlier, in the days of whaling, there was a sense of humor at sea. We need to have a sense of humor today.
Yeah, we could
Let
use
alone.
it.
Well, I met a young gal from Frisco town. My heart was not my own. We kissed when we parted. My money and watch was gone. As I was a-walking down the street, the people said to me, now there goes a brave young whaler man who's off to sea once more. This is your part. Once more. Sing it. Once more. We're off to sea once more. Now there goes a brave young whaler man who's off to sea once more. Well, a boarding master picked me up. His name was Shanghai Brown. I asked for him to take me in, but he looked at me with a frown. The last time that I paid you off, you chalked me no more score. But I'll take your advance and I'll give you a chance. I'll send you to sea once more. Once more. Help me. Once more. We're off to sea once more. Well, I'll take your advance and I'll give you a chance. I'll send you to sea once more. Well, he shipped me aboard a whaling ship bound for the Arctic Sea. Where the cold wind blows, there's ice and snow. Jamaica rum would freeze. Oh, I can't stay here, I have no gear. I spent all my money ashore. 'Twas then that I wished that I was dead. Then go to sea once more. Here's your part. Once more, once more. We're off to sea once more. 'Twas then that I wished that I was dead. Then go to sea once more. Well, sometimes we got sperm whales and sometimes we got none. With a 20-foot oar stuck to your hand, you rowed all day long. And when night it came all along, you slept upon your oar. Oh, your back is weak, you shall not seek a berth at sea. Once more, once more, we're off to sea once more. Though your back is weak, you shall not seek a berth at sea once more. Okay, this is the last verse and the funny verse.
Because the others
So-
weren't funny.
So come all you brave young, so come all you brave young whaler men, and listen to my song.
There it is.
When you go on those long whaling trips, I'll tell you what goes wrong. Take my advice, don't drink strong drink, or travel along the shore. But get married, me lads, and spend your nights in, and go to sea. No more! Once more, we're off to sea once more. But get married, me lads, and spend your nights in, and go to sea no more. No more, I'm off to sea no more. I got married, me lads, and I spend my nights in. I go to sea
That's a good one.
Isn't that
What
fun?
do you think about this one?
Oh, you want that one? Sure.
I love that one. This next song is requested. Sometimes we do this gig on the Vineyard, which is on the beach. Every year, this family has been asking him for, I don't know, decades, to come to the beach once a summer. They all gather on the beach, and now it's multiple generations that know these songs. And this is the song, especially the little kids say, do that one, do that one. It's a fabulous song. And it continues the theme of the whaling industry, but I love this one because the whale gets away.
Molly says it. That's right. The whale gets away.
I like this one.
And Molly's the Oliver family. They're
Yes, that's
every
right.
year. Every
It's
year.
so sweet. It's so
They
sweet.
get this has been going on for more than a decade. And the thing is, it's so amazing is that the cute ones have now all grown up,
And they know all the words.
and they know all the words. And
It's
and
really
I,
sweet.
and it's just pretty obvious. I mean, we all
I'll get
you,
that.
you all know that we have CDs. We sell CDs. We have CDs, and so we have CDs here. And this family. I mean, can I toot my horn just one time?
Toot your horn.
I don't know about you, but how many of you have CD players in your life? Nobody has one anymore, right?
Hey, a few. We got a few.
But if
Yay.
you're driving an old car, you might have one.
That's
And
right.
and that's where I hear
do.
people say, oh, I play all your songs in my
In the
car.
car. Why
They're on
not?
Spotify too.
Oh, on Spotify too. She's right. They're out there in that way
Oh, yeah,
too.
thank you.
All
Yeah,
those
thank
things.
you.
All those ways.
So anyhow, so these cute kids, they grow up. Be careful what you sing to these kids. I also do children's songs, but I think that fellow's already left. Right. I have a CD for children. Somebody said to me, Mark, you're saving all these Maritime songs by singing them. Do a children's CD.
That's right. he
Do a
did.
children's CD of just songs that people used to sing
That's right.
to their kids.
They're here.
Molly did stuff anyway.
They're here. All right.
So I love the song, and you will too. It's just another example of folk music telling a story. Because back in those days, there was no television, there was no radio, and songs were a piece of your life.
This is a
Songs
great
that
song.
told stories about your life. In 1853, and on June the 13th day, our across trees with a spyglass in his hand. There's a whale, there's a whale, there's a whalefish, he cried. She blows at every span, brave boy. She blows at every span. Well, the captain, he stood on the quarterdeck, and a fine old man was he. Overhaul, let your davit tackles fall, and launch your boats out to sea, brave boy, and launch your boats out to sea. Well, we struck that whale, and the line paid out, but she gave a flourish with her tail, and the boat capsized, and 4 men were lost. We never caught that whale, brave boys. We never caught that whale. Who's that whale? Our captain, he said. It grieves my heart to but news for all my gallant men. It grieves me 10 times more. It grieves me 10 Greenland is a dreadful place, a place that's never green, where there's ice and snow and whale fishes blow, and daylight seldom seen, brave boy. Daylight seldom seen. Thank you, folks. Thank you for listening to that song. Thank you for your support, being in a lovely audience. Can we give you an applause?
And how about we do one more and then maybe the.
For what you do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Perfect voice for. How about we do one more and then maybe if you guys need a little break or like
Yeah,
a
let's
whistle
get you
or something
inspired.
like that, we could do that. All right, here we go.
Don't conceal.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the most popular sea shanty in the world.
You're gonna know it. You're gonna sing along with this one.
Everybody knows it. You can jump right in, and you don't have to be ashamed because everybody knows it. I used to perform this and say, people know, I've never heard of a sea shanty before, but they know this one.
That's right. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a
belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning. Well, that's way, captain's daughter.
Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Early in the morning. Way, early in the morning.
Well, that's what we do with the drunken sailor. That's what we do
with a drunken sailor.
That's what we do with a drunken sailor. Early in the morning. Last time. Way up. She rises way. Early in the
An appetite.
I
know
think we
there's
got a
snacks
choir
over
here.
there.
I think we got a choir now.
Yeah, so you better come back.
Oh, we got a choir
Come back
now.
and just have a little break here, a couple minutes.
I'd like to toast to all of you. Toast to all of you. Toast to all of you. Thank you. I'm going to tell the story about this one. That was an introduction. That was an introduction to kind of bring you folks down to stopping and talking. We got to get back to some storytelling.
This song here actually has a lot to do with this museum, and something that's down the hall, and something that's right here on the wall. There's a rich history here that has to do with catboats, and this song is about a catboat, and it's actually about my first-hand experience trying to learn some of this sailor talk stuff that you see over here. Because I'm going on a sailboat, and I've never had a sailboat before, and I grew up going out on the water on my grandpa's motorboat, which was awful fun, and we did a lot of fishing out there, and that was another enjoyable thing. But this whole sailor lingo thing, I'm like, what is he talking about?
How many of you go sailing? Anybody go sailing? Anybody beginning sailing?
There
Want
you
to think
go.
of
Yeah.
beginning sailing?
Yeah.
You got to be amazed if you're beginning a sailor to figure out all the rigmarole and the this and the that they describe the parts of the boat, right?
All that stuff, the rigmarole, exactly.
Right? Am I
Right?
please say yes?
Yes.
So obviously I took her out sailing.
And I'm like,
And it didn't
Okay.
take long. Didn't take long for her to come up with this song.
this is about the experience. It's just kind
It's
of
called-
trying to figure it out.
What's the name of the song?
Sea Talk. It's called Sea Talk.
We actually, it's such a great hit among my sailor friends. She
It's
came
called
out with
Sea
a single.
Talk. Here it is.
It's a single CD. Just one song in that CD.
That's right. If you buy
Sea.
something, you get a freebie. In fact, you got a hat. You forgot to get the freebie. Here you go. There you go. You get the freebie.
Called Sea Talk.
So that's this one. All right, here we go.
Am I supposed to do a harmonica? No, I don't have to do
You can if you want to. Go. Yeah, we love the harmonica. We'll wait for that.
I gotta do a G harmonica. It gotta be, wait a minute, I gotta be a G harmonica.
Oh, all right. We want to play in
Hold
the
on
right
here,
key.
you're getting ahead of me now. Here it is.
All right.
Listen to the words.
As a newbie aboard a catboat sea, I heard these words a-flying around me. This talk so full of salt and spice. Some sounded rough, some regal, some nice. These words I vowed to study and learn, in case someday it would be my turn as first mate to help that captain shout maybe, "Look out!" as we come about. This landlubber was a sea-top flubber, now a salty lover and lover of the sea. This landlubber was a sea-top flubber, now a salty lover and lover of the sea. Oh, here now, I got it now. So lower the peak and tighten the sail. Taking on water, that's when you bail. Centerboard trunk and the gooseneck slides. Time to raise sail, better watch the tides. Take the wheel, take the helm, grab the tiller and pin. With the rudder in hand, we can head into the wind. Set up the halyard, tow the line, clear the sheets. Down hauling, out hauling, time to the cleat. Did I get it or what, right? This landlubber, you can sing it too, was a sea-top flubber. Now a salty lover and lover of the sea. This landlubber was a sea-top flubber. Now a salty lover and lover of the sea. Oh, I got some more for you. Leeward, windward, a cuss word too. We're full to the gunnels on the ocean blue. With a heave and a haul, we'll tie her off well. We'll tie one on too as we ride. That's swell. Dinghy, kringle, boom, gaff. Some of these words you just gotta laugh. Starboard, port side, and anchors away. A jibing and a tacking and a shout. Hooray! This landlubber was a sea-top flubber. Now a salty lover and lover of the sea. This landlubber was a sea-top flubber. Now a salty lover and lover of the sea. Lover, now salty lover, and lover of the sea, and lover of the sea, and lover of the sea, and lover of the sea. All right. Now,
Well done.
we've had a special request for this next one, too.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Elizabeth's got us on this one.
Where's it
A
get from?
familiar one. It's so good. Now, he wrote this next one. That's right. celebrating the women who work the water and are out there on the boats working hard. Again, go see that exhibit upstairs. All kinds of women who have done amazing things in this area. Amazing things. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there are two things that this song tries to accomplish. Draw attention to the women of our community. And I'm not saying anything you don't already know. When, in the days of whaling, the men went to sea and the wives were at home. They ran the farm. They ran everything. They ran so much. And I think on Martha's Vineyard we have so many people who are involved in the affairs of our community are women. That's the way we are. And you know what I'm saying. Say yes.
Yes.
And we honor them and we respect them and value them. And the second part of it is that the lobster fishery, which isn't doing as well as it used to years ago in these waters, they're having a hard time. And there's no question in my mind or anyone else's. Can't hide the fact that lobstering is a fishery that's having a hard time. And it's such rich history and lore. So many of us grew up, and when you think of getting together with a family in a clam bake, you're not thinking of the clam, you're thinking of sitting down to a steamed lobster.
That's right.
That's what it is. So anyhow, this is a song that honors a woman lobsterman.
And it has a great chorus.
And her name is
Captain Maggie. It has a great chorus that you're going to want to have a drink in your hand when we get to it. Just warning you.
So you want to show them how you do it?
Yeah. It goes like this, and we'll toast to Captain Maggie. We'll toast to Captain Maggie. Don't cut her off when you're tending your gear. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Thank you.
All right.
That's right. And then
the last line in the chorus, she's tough when the going's rough around here.
let's do that.
Let's do it.
She's tough when the going's rough around here. Oh, perfect.
One more
If you
time,
get
one more
nothing else,
time.
Get that one. She's tough when the going's rough around here. Oh, perfect.
I know this. I know you're gonna love this song already.
It's a beautiful song.
Off the stern the water is churning. Lobster pots are dropped into the brine. At the wheel there stands a fine lady. She's the best of the fishing kind. Among us pot haulers south of no man's, there's a wicked hard wind, so beware. We leave the dock early in the morning to get the best of the day fishing out here. So we'll toast to Captain Maggie. Don't cut her off when you're tending your gear. She's fished with the best, there are only a few better. She's tough when they're going rough around here.
Yeah.
Maggie sets her trawls along the bottom. Her vision is feeling round a world she can't see. She makes the best out of a 6-fathom edge. Her day's haul will be better than me. Off no man's shoreline, boulders don't care. They'll sink any boat that comes near. The waves, the wind, and those jagged rocks can send any boat down, so stay clear. And we'll toast to Captain Maggie. Don't cut her off when you're tending your gift. She's fished with the best, there are only a few better. She's tough when they're going rough around here. Come on, you gotta fill in that now. We gotta hear you now. You've done it twice already. You should be all right now. I want to back away. I want to back away and hear you. I want you to hear you. I want you to hear yourselves. All right. Each morning she's dressed for work like all of us. No colorful dress or blouse around here. We know her by her old worn orange Grundens, tall black rubber boots, all men's fishing gear. At night, when her boat is in the harbor, she's all lady at the pub, among the finest in fair. She can twist and turn with any tune. On the dance floor, she's free without a care. So we'll toast to Captain Maggie. Don't cut her off when you're tending your gear. She's fished with the best, there are only a few better. She's tough when they're going rough around here. Yeah. One stormy night she was out fishing late. Fog slipped in. The waves chased her astern. When her boat finally landed, a man was awaiting. He stepped out of the shadow and under the glow of a lantern. We watched as he pulled out a wet paper bag. He handed it to her in that foggy night. She opened it, a bouquet of flowers. We all thought we saw her tears. So we'll toast to Captain Maggie. Don't cut her off when you're tending your gear. She's fished with the best, there are only a few better. She's tough when they're going rough around here. She's tough when they're going rough around here. She's tough when they're going rough around here.
They knew it. They knew the ending. Yeah.
Thank you for asking for that song.
Thank you for playing it.
We could do that one, or how about this one, or
The one that you tribute to the song, to the sailors. The sailors, the one that you wrote this.
oh, two friends so different.
No, we could do that too, but I was thinking the
Watermans?
The Watermans thing.
Waterman
Yeah.
Street? Okay. Okay.
See, the beauty of hanging out with this lady is that we both have so many songs, and you're lucky we won't sing them all. But this is a flavor. This is a taste for all of us together to be together. And can I introduce your song?
Go for it.
Many of you, or you have a neighbor or a friend or whatever, has somebody who works on the water. And value that relationship, and when they go out on their boats and their ships and whatever, there's trouble out there, and we worry about them. We have thoughts of them. The history of Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, Cape Cod, and every coastal community up and down the coast. We value the lives of those who put their lives at risk every time they get up in the morning and go out to sea. And there are a few songs, but this lady next to me wrote the best song for paying tribute, that love, that value that we want people to be safe. We want people to be okay. We want them to be all right because they are so important in our lives. And she wrote a song called A Waterman's Journey.
I think guitar
And I tell me you wrote it. I oftentimes get asked to sing or perform for the blessing of the fleet. And you know what that is. I don't have to explain that. And there is no song that comes close to, there are hymnals. We do hymnals. We do all kinds of things. But Molly filled the spot.
Well, he challenged me because I have a song that I wrote, an Irish blessing, and it's on this album here. It's at the last song of it. It's an Irish blessing, and he was like, "Could you write something that's like your Irish blessing, but for the water, for the people at sea?" So this is the product of that challenge. He gave me a challenge, and
if you ever heard, you could Google her on YouTube. She has this wonderful Irish song. It's
over there too. Well, there are two very different versions. The YouTube version of the Irish Blessing, which I wrote in 1999. The YouTube version of it, if you look up my name, you'll find a video of me singing that with a full orchestra and a chorus backing me up in the Galway Cathedral in Ireland. Oh my goodness, what a mountaintop experience that was. But this is a very completely different, which I love just as much. A friend of mine who was not Mark, but he was like, get him to do it. Brian Weiland, who lives on the island, and he was playing just a simple guitar, and I play the flute with it, so it's a really more intimate version of it too. So, but it goes well either way. But I'm partial to both of them. But so this is more that intimate style, I would say.
And my apologies too for having the introduction to this song longer than the song itself. But this often happens when we do concerts because every story is a story.
Yep,
See them multiply by 10. Keep our hearts away from pride as we journey far and wide. Keep us safe and bring us home once again. Oh, the bounty of the sea is as fickle as can be, but we chase it, guided by your steady hand. Help us find the fish we seek, just enough to last the week, for our families that we left upon the land. With a heaving o'er the shore, make our blessings many more. As we count them, see them multiply by 10. Keep our hearts away from pride as we journey far and wide.
Keep us
Safe and bring us home once again. Be brave, guide us as we catch each wave. From trough to crest, please keep us homeward bound. Help us ride through gust and gale with a sturdy mast and sail. See us through another day on Vineyard side. With a heaving o'er to shore, make our blessings many more. As we count them, see them multiply by 10. Keep our hearts away from pride as we journey far and wide. Keep us safe and bring us home once again.
We actually just went in the recording studio and made a recording of that. So, you know, if you like what you heard and a few other ones that you'll hear tonight, and they're not on any of these albums, stay tuned, mollyandmark.com.
She also has a you can put your name in there, and we have a little newsletter that we send out. A newsletter to keep people informed.
It's free. It's free.
It's free.
No spam.
No spam. It's email. We send an email.
We just send a newsletter. It's got all sorts of fishy stories. He writes all kinds of good stuff. Little articles. It's fun. You did one about buffleheads last time, right? In the last newsletter. Oh, that was so fun.
Do we have any birders out here? Birders in the audience? We love you.
Buffleheads are so cute, aren't they? They just bustle around and have a good time. They're having a good time. Those little ducks. So
I'm not a birder, okay? I don't, you know. But I love to hang out with birders because they get excited. They are enthusiastic about. We are going to do this.
Do we want to do that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hold on.
We don't have to. We have another idea. Okay.
All right, hold on here. Let me get geared up again.
We could do something else.
I love birders. Birders are fun. They're awesome.
Okay, we'll do this.
They're enthusiastic. Their enthusiasm about the world around them is really just, I just like hanging out with them. I don't remember anything. I can tell a robin from a cardinal. I can tell the difference.
I have a cool app on my phone though that you just say, listen to whatever's in the neighborhood and it tells you what they are. You have that too?
Yep.
It's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fun. Just like who's in the neighborhood? Even if you don't get to see them, like, oh cool, they're hanging out here. It's very fun. So this song is a song that I wrote. I was thinking about my grandpa, and I was thinking about all those times on the water with him and how important and wonderful that was in my life. And then I got to thinking about, well, how did he get started going out on the water? He's a banker from New York City. That's where he was from. But he found the vineyard, was led to the vineyard, and he developed this friendship like this with one of the most saltiest and most famous fishermen. Notorious fisherman on the island, Donald Poole, who was a lobsterman and all sorts of fish. He did it all.
Shell fisherman,
everything,
lobsterman,
whatever would pay the
fin
bills.
fish.
Hard working water guy.
Had a earring.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't know who he was, he made a cameo in Jaws. We'll talk about Jaws again for 2 seconds. He walks out of his shack with a traditional red cap with the big brim that goes out to him, and the yellow bib, you know.
And that's the way he dressed every day.
Every day. That was regular. Yeah. So, anyways,
So
cool guy.
Her grandfather hung out with this guy.
They became fast
Banker
friends.
from New York.
Because, well, you'll hear in the song.
Listen to the words of the song.
One came, worked his job to stay.
Two friends.
Two friends so different and the same. Jack goes off to work by train, pounding pavement in the city. Donald might find wind and rain pounding on his deck, not pretty. One goes home at night by rail, one goes home by sea. Both go home to lovely wives and a family. Two friends so different, two friends the same, drawn to the sea that calls their name. One came and worked to get away. One came and worked his job to stay.
Two friends.
Two friends so different and the same. Jack worked his way up, poor Irish, now investments, loans. Donald works his hands, hauling fish raw to the bones. One counts, tallies profit stocks, one counts, tallies lobster stocks. Both survived, excelled, rose to the top, all on their own. Two friends so different, two friends the same, drawn to the sea that calls their name. Singing, if you start to pick it up. One came and worked to get away.
One
came and worked his job to stay.
Two friends.
Friends so different and the same. Jack is tired from city life, gets a break from stress and strife. Donald is tired from lines and pots, stays and mends his nets and knots. They share time along the dock, leads to time shared out at sea. Then time with their lovely wives, they are family. Two friends so different, two friends the same, drawn to the sea that calls their name. One came, worked to get away.
One came,
worked his job to stay.
two friends.
Friends so different and the same.
They meet at Menamsha, their pipes fill the shack with smoke. chewing the fat, sharing a story, a wisdom or a joke.
Both have knowledge for the other, each an unlikely brother, bonded by their deep affection and their island's ways. Two friends so different, two friends the same, drawn to the sea that calls them name. One came, worked to get away. One came and worked his job to stay.
Two friends.
Two friends so different and the same. Two friends so different yet the same. Two friends so different
Yeah,
yet the same. Thank you. Well, I think we gotta get these guys to sing it again, don't you think?
We got room for one more song.
All right, maybe this one? What do you
I
think?
was thinking rolling.
Oh, Rolling Home. I think you're right. I think it's Rolling Home.
I think it's
You
rolling
never
home.
heard that song before? Oh, yes. This is nuts.
This-
Okay, good, good. Oh, this is so easy. You'll pick it up so good. Can we teach him the chorus?
Yes.
All right. And then you can tell the story about it, because that'll be longer than the song. It's a good story. Oh, I love when he does that. It's got a different tuning, too. So the chorus is this, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home near God to thee. Rolling home near God to thee. Let's do it again. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home near God to thee. Yeah, all right. They're ready.
You are going to love this song. 6 months from now, you're going to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're going to say, "Oh my God, I hear that song again." This is a song that was written by sailors during the days of whaling, going back to the days before the Civil War. When whaling, they traveled all around the world.
Yeah, you're going to hear a lot of places they've been in this
And
song.
this song was passed from one sailor to another, from one sailor to another, from one ship to another. It traveled the globe. It's a song that, like most of the sea shanties we sing, but this one is a favorite. This is a favorite. I learned this song from a guy named Gale Huntington who lived on Martha's Vineyard years ago, and he and his wife Mildred collected sea shanties. And he wrote a book called Songs the Whalermen Sang in the 1960s, and he was internationally recognized for the work that he did. But yet on Martha's Vineyard, he was just a regular guy. He was like a teacher at the Tisbury School, taught Latin, taught history. In the summertime, he went out fishing, and he also grew potatoes. And I knew him. I'm so fortunate to have known him. And I was into folk music, as I told you stories earlier. And he told me, "Mark, sing sea shanties. Nobody else's. Sing them."
And he did the world of sea shanties a favor because he took the time to write down the tunes in musical notation. So many books of songs, you probably know, you look through and it's just the lyrics. But if the tune isn't remembered anymore, what a favor he did us all by writing the tune down. So we could still sing it the same way that they did.
Plus, he was a nice guy.
All hands to man the capstan.
See the cable running clear. Heave away and let the will run. For New England, it's It is time to bid adieu. After times we've spent together, happy times we've spent with you.
Rolling home. Yeah, here we go.
Rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home, dear God's round Cape Horn, one frosty morning,
Like today.
and the sails were full of snow. Tighten those sheets and pull in those halyards. Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear New England. Rolling home, dear God's many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles to go. The ocean lifts and waves to bring us to that shore. Last time. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home
Right back here to
old Cape Cod.
Oh yeah.
Rolling home, dear God's Thank you, everyone.
Very much. Thank you. What a treat. What a treat you all were. It's totally our pleasure to be here with you.
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. Blow, ye winds, westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.